Hello and welcome to the Narc Alert, the channel where we look at different YouTubers and celebrities and point out some traits that they seem to show that fall within the spectrum of narcissistic personality disorder, or NPD. Please do not send any snark to our subjects. First of all, let me say very clearly once again, we are having a little messy fun. This is not a diagnosis. We're simply going to point out some traits that this YouTuber shows us that seem similar to traits that fall within NPD. So key points to remember: messy fun and not a diagnosis. In our video today, we're going to take a look at Amber's latest stream, Uhaul Lesbians. First though, I want to thank all of you who are now channel members. How cool are you guys? I think we'll have some fun. I'm going to start live streams for members only, not chat but the whole stream, in a couple of weeks. We'd love it if you'd join us. I'm also thinking that Yellow Pajama Man needs a name, so I'm going to take names from my members and have everyone else vote on a winner for him. Poor dude without a name. Alright, Amber, what you got to say today?
So yeah, hi. Oh, I wish Becky was here. Oh my god. She's still quarantining. I told her that she needs to test negative twice before she comes back.
This is not about health. It is about control. If she cared about her health, she wouldn't have Wifey traveling to see her at this time.
Thoughts on Becky saying she has wiped you in the past? She did. She did. After my hysterectomy, Becky helped me a lot. A lot. After my hysterectomy, I couldn't walk by myself, shower. I couldn't really do anything. I had these shots that I had to take twice a day that she would help me with. And she did. She helped me with a lot of stuff. I had a hysterectomy, a full hysterectomy, and they cut me open. It was like 19 to 20 inches. So
she starts by addressing Becky's help and all the things she did for her, but she quickly turns it back into being all about her. She had a full hysterectomy, a 20-inch incision.
Yeah, it was very hard on me, and she helped me a lot. So I do. And she's been helping me with that. Like, she supports me in ways that I've never been supported. I don't think that I am ashamed of that at all. I would have done it for her. And I think people are just trying to twist it and make it into something that it's not, because you guys want to like see me a certain way, and it's whatever, that's fine.
I do not blame her one bit for this lie, if it is a lie. It is. It is deeply personal and embarrassing. I think people take issue with her constant assertion that she is special and unique. Not all 600-pound people need help.
Wouldn't you call that support like no one else has ever given you? Yes. I have talked about this before, and I've even talked about it with my new girlfriend. That's so weird to say. Like, during the whole cancer thing, like, Becky was there for me. Like, I am very grateful for her. Like, after my, I don't want to get emotional, but like after the surgery, I had to stay in the hospital for a few days, and she didn't leave the hospital, not once. And the only time she left the hospital room was to go get food for herself. Like, she was there, and she helped me with anything I needed help with. And that's literally what people do when they love each other. I think that people are just reading into things way too much. Regarding me and Becky, and you.
As usual, we are wrong and we do not understand. Unfortunately, no one is reading into the countless times she has said on live streams how she has never had the kind of support this person on the phone gives her. It's right there on her channel for us to see.
You guys have to realize that Becky broke up with me. No relationship is perfect. She did her wrongs. I did my wrongs. And I'm not just gonna leave a breakup happy thinking, oh yeah, everything was perfect in the relationship. Becky has her feelings and her thoughts that she has shared, and I also have my feelings and my thoughts that I have shared. And if you guys take offense to that, then I'm sorry, but it's just how I feel. And I shouldn't have to feel like ashamed to feel the way that I feel. You guys were not in the relationship with us. And I don't really know what else to say. Like, I think people just perceive me in a light that's not even like me as a person.
She is getting heavily criticized for how she's treating and talking about Becky now, post-breakup. She has been rude, dismissive. She has devalued their relationship. She wants to do and say whatever she wants and expects everyone to blindly accept her words. It is not a twisted perception. Again, it is all on video.
And it's hard to deal with, but somehow I manage. I will say that I'm pretty strong, so. They smell so good. Like, I was not expecting it at all. And it's my favorite color, emerald green. Like, God, I just thought it was the sweetest thing. I don't know. And then she also got me something else. Getting discharged from my mental health program tomorrow. Your lives help keep me distracted from self-harming. Oh my God, Erica, that like means so much to me. This is like the reason why I keep doing these lives, because so many people appreciate them, and I literally have to ignore the hate and realize that a lot of people look forward to Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't know why, because I find myself completely boring. I've been sitting here trying to ponder like what kind of content I should make or what I should talk about, and I just don't know.
This is unlikely the reason she does live streams. It is clear it is a necessary evil for her at this point, a means to an end, financially, and to feed the ego. She counts the minutes, literally, until she can end her streams.
You should send Wifey flowers.
It is always more about what is done for her. The look on her face says, whoa, that's an interesting idea, as if she has literally never thought of sending her new love a gift.
Would she appreciate, not would she appreciate that. That's not the right wording. She would appreciate anything that I do. But I don't know if she's the type that would want flowers. Some unfortunate screenshots were leaked by someone talking to Becky. They were verified as real. Absolutely not. Becky is not that person. Oh my God. You guys are so gullible. You guys are very gullible. So that's that.
I'm not interested in the are they true or not. They aren't. But what I love here is the always superior Amber telling her fans how gullible they are. She is almost engaged to a person she has never met and she has known for 3 weeks. But we are gullible.
Just a lot of stuff. I'm just feeling a little stressed out and overwhelmed. And yeah, you're always bad with water. I know. It's, yeah. Weight loss updates. I haven't like lost any more like significant weight to like share, so unfortunately. Well, speaking of positive, I weighed myself again today and I'm just like losing weight. I am like doing this thing. I don't even understand. Ain't I, Becky? Mm-hmm. I'm like so
She's
proud
doing
of
her
myself.
Exercises and everything.
I am like so beyond proud of myself. I just can't even put it into words. It's because I have like the support. Like I have someone who's like, this isn't shade against Becky, but I like have someone in my corner that's like a different type of like.
What happened to the life-altering support that she had never received before and how well it was working? It seems to have worn off quickly.
Wait, did I say this is not a mattress? See, it's too much talking. It's not a mattress. I'm literally sitting on a couch. Why would I be on a mattress? Like, I don't get it.
People with NPD do not like to take responsibility for what they do or say. She pretends to not understand what people are asking her about the mattress, when she has admitted in the past to having to sit on a mattress in the living room when she grew too large for the furniture. It is not unreasonable for people to ask her this question. People do not care about the issue. It's about the lie.
What was the biggest takeaway you learned from your relationship with Becky? See, this is going to sound bad. Like, it's no matter what I say, it's literally going to sound bad. But the biggest takeaway is don't settle. Like, in a relationship, there's a certain way that you should feel. And I wasn't feeling it with her.
She constantly talks about how she wasn't really in love. Now she's saying she settled for Becky. She's also stated she wouldn't have ended it on her own. I think the narcissist's fear of rejection and ridicule comes into play here. She has to save face. It didn't end at all due to her.
And I knew all along I wasn't. Like, for a long time I wasn't. But I just felt trapped.
I'm sorry, this is horrible. She's showing a complete lack of boundaries and empathy for Becky's feelings. I think she's trapped in her own life by her own making. And I wonder how Wifey will enjoy sitting on a couch for days on end as entertainment. Yeah, Becky trapped you.
No. Becky didn't answer, by the way, obviously. How do you explain the line about when you and Becky were less intimate? You said different stuff in past videos, because I feel like it's no one's business. When I have sex with someone and when I don't have sex with someone, it's literally nobody's business. Like, that's what it boils down to.
Okay, once again, no one cares about the details of her intimacy. See, I didn't say squishy noises. It is about her lack of integrity and the lies.
Does Wifey have same goals, marriage and kids? So we relate to so many things. Like, it's so crazy. That includes the kid topic. Regarding marriage, she said that she's never wanted to be married, but she said it feels different with me. So that's cute. I actually live for that. That's so, I don't know, it just makes me really happy. Anyways, yeah, because marriage to me is like important, so.
She cannot see this as love bombing? This woman who has never been in a relationship after 3 weeks of texting wants to start a family with Amber, and Amber is eating it up with a spoon. Also, marriage is important to you? You just made a mockery of the whole institution.
Is it true that you might still have cancer and just haven't been back to get scanned due to your weight? No. I mean, honestly, yes, that could be true, because I can't sit here and tell you that I'm completely, like, I know exactly what's wrong with me right in this very moment, because you never know. Like, all it takes is one day and bam, you have cancer. So you know what? You could have cancer too.
Her total lack of responsibility about her own health is frightening. She has not had proper follow-up care for her cancer, and given her health issues, ignoring things like this are contraindicated. Of course, so is drinking while you're on multiple medications.
I want to try calling Becky again, because these screenshots aren't real. So Becky never ignores me. She's big mad about something. I'm just joking. Celery, welcome to Stream Queens. Hi. She's probably just busy. Oh, Becky?
Hello?
Becky?
Yeah.
I'm on live stream.
Cool. How's it going?
Okay, so there's supposed screenshots going around from you that I know aren't real. Like, bad things about me, but I know they're not real.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not. I mean, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, I know, but I just wanted you to tell people that it's not really you.
I mean, it's not. I don't talk to nobody.
So much cringe in one short call. First, lack of boundaries again. Becky didn't pick up the first time, no need to call her back in 20 minutes. Just to get her to prove you right to your YouTube audience, she is with her family. And also, if you are calling her to get the truth, let her speak. Amber seems to give Becky the right answer before she speaks. Again, I do think those screenshots are fake.
What are you eating?
Corn.
Corn?
Yep.
What'd you have for dinner?
Some kind of pork chops and some mashed potatoes and some corn and green beans.
Damn, that sounds good. Oh, people were wondering, do you have any like COVID symptoms?
She has no empathy at all for Becky. She never once says, "How are you doing? Are you feeling okay? How is your relative?" It's more like, "Oh, I'm so popular, my fans asked after you."
No. I feel
No?
absolutely fine.
That's good. When do you plan on getting tested?
I'm gonna try to go tomorrow, but I've heard that if you don't have symptoms, they won't test you. That's what they told Austin anyway.
That's weird. Just say you have a symptom then.
Rules are not made for narcissists. They are special and entitled to special treatment. They will always find a way to get what they want.
All right, so that was quick to the point. Of course those aren't real. These screenshots are fake because Becky rarely uses commas. Becky capitalizes her eyes. Becky uses periods. This person has run-on sentences. And my favorite part of this whole thing, they spelt Twinkie wrong. They spelt it with a Y. Her name is Twinkie with an I-E. They also spell neighbor, Naibor, instead of normal neighbor. Can you spell neighbor? Yes, I can spell neighbor. I'm very capable. How do you feel about being at almost 200K subscribers? It's definitely crazy.
So then spell neighbor.
I'm going to read you guys our first conversation. You guys ready for it? Because I know I am. It's a hoot. It is a hoot. She said, "Hey, future wife." I said, "Ha, funny." She said, "LOL. Maybe I should have introduced myself first before I let you know we're bound to date at some point." I said, "I don't think so, but I love the confidence." She said, "I'm living. You have to be confident when talking to someone gorgeous." I said, "LOL. I don't know if I could take you seriously. Trolls be on fire lately." And this is the part. This is the part. Babe, I know you're watching right now. It's okay. It's okay. This is what she says. She says, "Oh, I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm not entirely sure who you are."
This is such a mess. First of all, again, lack of boundaries. Reading this private conversation online to a bunch of people she knows don't have great intentions. And secondly, how gullible is she to fall for this love bombing?
A few days later, she ended up asking how my week's going. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to reply back. And I'm just like, "I'm okay, you." And she said, "You sure? I've learned that when people say they're okay, they're usually not." And then something about that, I was just like, okay. She seems genuine.
People with NPD traits have an inability to form deep, meaningful connections with people. It makes sense that something so trite and cliched would speak to her.
So I started messaging her a little bit more. And there was something that she said that made me be like we talked for like a lot. That made me be like, maybe I should give her my number. Love bombing at its finest. I don't know what that is, so I'm going to Google it. You just gotta Google. What's love bombing? Oh, this is an actual thing. Oh, scared now. Love bombing is an attempt to influence a person by demonstrations of attention and affection. It could be used in different ways and for either positive or negative purposes. Psychologists have identified love bombing as a possible part of a cycle of abuse. What? It happens when someone overwhelms you with loving words, actions, and behavior as a manipulation technique. We ain't doing that over here. We ain't doing that over here.
Narcissists employ emotional reasoning a lot. Their decisions are based on how they feel. Amber decided love bombing is not a real thing because it makes her feel good.
People just don't understand our connection, and that's totally fine. I don't like talking about this, but like I literally, like I love Becky, okay? I love Becky. I love her as a friend, so don't be weird. But I've paid for
She wants so badly to tell us that she is superior to Becky because she paid for everything. Becky facilitated her being able to go to work, eat, go to the ER on a semi-regular basis. She tends to forget all that Becky did has value too.
I hate talking about this. I literally hate talking about this. You have a great voice for an 85-year-old smoker. I love that. I love that so much.
I love that for you, me, us, is a cute way of being condescending and rude to paying subscribers. She thinks she sounds cute. What I hear is, you're an idiot and what you're saying is stupid.
Why do you say love that and thank you after people insult you? Throw some boundaries on those haters. I don't know. It's just because no matter what I say, they're still gonna like continue doing it. So, Amber, why do you skip super chats? I've spent 25 and you haven't read it. I'm sorry. I guess I just didn't see them. I do apologize.
Her insincere apology shows her lack of empathy. This person paid for a membership and paid $25 in super chats, and you ignore them. I have seen Kicking Geese have anxiety over missing a super chat and even thank the person on the next stream. That's how you treat your audience.
Absolutely not. Stop doing that. Love that. It's childish. No, I will continue doing it. It's just a habit that I have right now, and I'm embracing it.
Amber, we talked about this. It sounds rude and condescending.
So, yeah. Zara, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Welcome to Stream Queens. I appreciate you joining. I appreciate everyone for being a member. Like, it's just so awesome that you guys want to talk to me and are willing to like pay. Like, that's so crazy, and I just appreciate it. And I feel like I don't say it enough. Like, I literally have a roof over my head because you guys, and I just appreciate you guys a lot.
She appreciates the money. I think if she had any real empathy or care for her audience, she would be more accountable. She wouldn't lie and gaslight or call names.
Someone said check Instagram. Okay, let's go check my Insta. Video proof, apparently, just so you're aware of what people are talking about. Okay. See, right here is already a lie. I don't know why she said that. I told her I was going to stay the night with blank. I'm not going to say the person's name. She's literally not even with that person. That person lives in a whole other state. Y'all, oh my God. I feel so bad for you guys to actually believe this. And you could tell right there that that was fake. You guys. It's not real. But I could see why you guys think it's real, but it's not. So.
Okay, the screenshots. I don't think it's NPD related, so I hesitate to cover it at all. The things said were very embarrassing and intimate. In my opinion, it's crossing a line to release for anyone, even Amber. That said, in my personal opinion, I think it's fake. I do, however, think that some of the details might be true. When Amber was reading them, her face literally dropped at one point. It is speculation, but I guess we will never know.
Yep. No, it's real. It isn't real. Oh my God. That's the biggest thing. Y'all, why would Becky spell Twinkie wrong? Exactly. Like, literally exactly. And this person spelled neighbor, like, in the weirdest way I've ever seen in my life. Welcome to Stream Queens, Riley. Yeah, I think people are just like, they just want the drama. Do I consider myself a narcissist? No, but I do have narcissist tendencies. A lot of people do. You'd be surprised, but I'm not a narcissist. I know I'm not. There was a long time where I thought I was. I was convinced I was. Literally, I was convinced. So, I'm not.
Okay, well, you heard it from the horse's mouth. I guess it's time to close up the old channel.
I'm gonna stay on for 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes.
She claims to love her audience and her job, yet she has found the laziest way to make money on YouTube. No effort, no editing, no titles, nor intro, and she has no qualms about watching the clock and counting the minutes.
Giving Karina some quality edits. Yes, I am. She needs to get that paycheck.
Earlier in the stream, she told us she continues to stream because of the positive impact that she makes in so many people's lives. Karina, however, just needs the money. Amber, the money is part of it for all of us. You too.
What is your opinion of my 600-pound life? Some people think it exploits overweight folks. I agree. They exaggerate a lot, obviously, because I've lived the life. Like, my highest weight was 572.4. The part that they exaggerate the most is the eating part. Like, I don't know why they do that. It's really odd to me. Like, in the beginning, when they have, like, their first meal of the day, they exaggerate hardcore. There's no way that they eat that much. And if they do, I'm not judging you, and I'm sorry. That's not what I'm trying to do here. But yeah, that's just not real. It's just not.
It is a reality show. I'm sure much of it is staged. However, you do not get to 572.4 pounds by eating sensible portions. I also find it interesting that she will say not all big people are the same when it comes to hygiene and personal care, but in this case, she knows how it is as she's also big. Amber, you're either on the bus or off the bus.
Okay. I'm not gonna, for the rest of the live stream, I'm not replying to anything that makes me feel like a negative feeling. I'm just not doing it. So, okay. No negative. Oh, I was supposed to get off of here 2 minutes ago anyway.
Oh, okay, I will too. Thanks so much for joining us. Don't forget, if you want more and exclusive content, you can join us by hitting the join button that's right next to subscribe. Regardless, I thank all of you for spending your time with me. Click like if you like, subscribe, and of course leave a comment. Now go, be kind. Hasta luego.